Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's the Old School Book Nerd Sam, and it's been a while. So this is going to be a life update, what I've been busy with, and then I had a big art haul yesterday at the store, so I'm going to share that, and then touching base about the reading challenge, the 'Tis the Season bingo that I am hosting that starts today. Saturday. This is probably not going to go up on Saturday. But anyways, so let's brew some tea, light a candle, and let's chat. Today's candle is inspired by Brave New World. It is the candle of the month with North Ave Candles in Pittsburgh, a small indie shop. I've been using their candles almost 10 years. I'm not sure if they've been around since day one. I've been a huge supporter of theirs. I love them. This is rosemary, cedar, thyme, myrtle, lavender, basil, tarragon, and sandalwood, which to me is a perfect fall vibe. So let's get her lit. There. We've got our drag queen mug. I'm doing water instead of tea because, I'm going to get parched. And let's talk about, first and foremost, the big life change for me. I'm going to introduce you to somebody. This is Bennett. He's my new reading buddy. He and I cuddle a lot. He's 2 years old, and we just got him last Monday. So my life the last 2 weeks has been dedicated to this little guy, which is why I haven't been on the interwebs much, in which I haven't posted much about my own reading challenge that starts today, and I haven't gotten a lot of reading done. But he is the cutest little thing ever, and we're excited to have him in our life. His name is Bennett Arthur Ruel, and then my last name, which spells Bard. His initials spell Bard. The Bennett is from the Bennett family from Jane Austen. Arthur for King Arthur, and Ruel, which is one of Tolkien's middle names. So he's a literary nerd dog, and he's going to be joining me in videos and stuff because he's my sidekick. He doesn't leave me much, and I have to buy a bigger chair so both of us can fit and read together. Book haul time, though. He's going to hang out there. I'm going to show you some books. So yesterday was a huge bonanza. I've requested ARCs for books I'm excited about, and they all arrived yesterday, including a couple books I've ordered that are on my most anticipated fall reads. So I have a big old tote bag here with ARCs, and I'm just going to randomly pull them out, share with you why I wanted them, what I know about them, which is not much, and we'll go from there. So the first is Meet the Newmans, and this is a book by Jennifer Niven. I read Jennifer Niven years ago when she wrote YA. I don't think I've read any of her adult books, which, she's been writing adult books now for more than 10 years. And this is about a family that was on TV in the 1950s, a la Leave It to Beaver and Ozzie and Harriet. Ozzie and Harriet? I think that was the name of the star, the show. But now it's 1964, and their lives are not what appeared to be on TV. So I'm intrigued by that because I grew up watching those shows. And a good historical fiction family drama. So that's book one. It comes out early January. Next, in the magic bag, we have Bookbinder's Secret by A.D. Bell. This is not one, the title caught me. When we opened the ARC box at the shop, the title totally caught me. This says, Lily Delaney, apprentice to master bookbinder in Oxford in 1901, chafes at the confines of her life. She is trapped between the oppressiveness of her father's failing bookshop, and still being an apprentice in a man's profession. But when she's given a burned book during a visit to a collector, she finds hidden beneath the binding a 50-year-old letter speaking of love, fortune, and murder. As Lily becomes obsessed with the mystery of the young lovers, she sets out to find the remaining pages of their story. Soon she discovers she is not only the only one looking, and what began as a diverting intrigue quickly becomes a very dangerous pursuit. So, book-themed historical mystery adventure. I'm looking forward to that. And this one comes out also in January. Sorry for the glare there. The Subtle Art of Folding Space. Okay, so two of my favorite books of the year this year were Automatic Noodle and Memory is Murder, which are both short novella, sci-fi inspired books, and they're so good. So I saw this cover and I was like, I need this. It screams Automatic Noodle-esque to me, just the cover alone. So this is introducing an auxiliary debut science fiction novel from Nebula and Hugo Award-winning author John Chu. So he's done a lot of short stories that channels unhinged physics, generational trauma, and the comfort of a really good dim sum. This isn't your usual jaunt through quantum physics. So looking forward to that. I'm enjoying a lot of this type of cozy sci-fi, which is not a genre that I've ever, I'm a huge Star Wars and Star Trek person, but reading sci-fi is not something I've done much of, and something like this really intrigues me. Again, it's totally giving me Automatic Noodle vibes, so that's that. Speaking of Murder by Memory, number 2, Nobody's Baby. Love, love, love the characters in this series. This is, it says the tagline on the back says, Becky Chambers meets Miss Marple in the second entry in this cozy sci-fi mystery series. Love it. And this comes out in March. So I'll probably read this in the next week or two. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for this one. Bag of Arcs. And then we have a couple more in here. A Field Guide to Murder also comes out in January. A cranky widower and his spirited caregiver team up to solve his neighbor's murder in this charming and original mystery. Perfect for fans of Richard Osman and Benjamin Stevenson. Love both of them. Looking forward to this. It came out in, when does it come out? This is also, like I said, a January read. So, apparently I'm in my mystery sci-fi era. I haven't had much romance recently. At least reading romance. We won't talk about personal life. And then we have The Case of the Murdered Muckraker. So this is Rob Osler, whose previous 2 books were kind of like quirky, campy mysteries. And then now this is the second in a historical mysteries. I'm reading a book club that's going to read the first one in March. And then he is coming to my store to do a talk at the end of March. So I'm excited to dive into this new historical series. So this one is Chicago's first lady of detection is back on 2 wheels and back on a case that could cost her everything. Ooh. A brilliant historical mystery series inspired by real-life Windy City detective at the turn of the century, Harriet Morrow, a spunky, independent bike-riding lesbian PI, is determined to prove she's more than a lucky hire as the Prescott Agency's first woman operative. But a scandalous case puts her future and her life on the line. So, looking forward to that. And then last from my haul, again, this is all stuff that came in yesterday, is Radical Cartography. This was one of my most anticipated books of the fall season. I am a huge geography nerd, so anything that kind of takes geography and puts a new spin on it, I will pick up. This, I think, is going on my keeper shelf just because I was looking through and just the maps and illustrations, obviously maps because it's geography, are just gorgeous. And it really breaks down maps and how to read them, and kind of looks at the sociology of geography, which is something that really interests me. So there's that. So I have my little stack here. Problem is finding time to read all of these. So these will be added to my shelves very shortly. But before I leave today, I'm going to talk a little bit about the reading challenge I'm doing. So let me put these down and I'll be right back. Okay, so 'Tis the Season Reading Challenge. I'm going to put it up here. Try not to cover Mr. Bennett because he's so cute. Is a bingo reading challenge that I am hosting over on Storygraph. So links to that will be below my video where I describe it, as well as links to the actual challenge in Storygraph. It is basically, as you can see, bingo board. It is basically taking words and themes for the holiday season and the upcoming winter season and putting them on a bingo board. And then if you get a bingo, I'm sending out little cute little trinkets. Nothing big, just something fun. But it's to get us in the holiday season. It runs today. I keep saying today, like I'm going to put this up on this actual day I'm filming this. It starts Saturday, the November 15th, and runs through January 16th. So there's plenty of time to get the 5-book bingo, and there's even that free space in the middle. Last video, I chose 2 books for it. I have not started them because I was in the middle of book club reads. I have one more book club of the year that I have to read first, but these were the 2 books that I picked last time. This is for the green cover prompt, and this is Is This a Cry for Help from Emily Austen, one of my favorite authors. New book coming out in January or February, I think. And The Great Nerve fit the white cover prompt. And this is a book about the polyvagal system that was recommended to me by my therapist. So I'm going to tackle that as my next nonfiction book. But, just to make this not a totally boring video, haha, you stayed with me so long, we're going to get the TBR jar and we're going to pull one more prompt to wrap up my November reads. So these are all prompts from the bingo board that I put into my jar. You can see there, my teapot. This is a little teapot I painted myself, which is why it looks kind of raggedy because I'm not an artist. And Bennett is going to help me pick out the next book, which is this piece of paper. Let's see if I can get it so where you guys can see it. Let you guys see it first. If I can make it do its focus thing. Yep, it looks like it's focusing. And it says, a book with trees on the cover. Okay. And it could be any type of tree. Do you have a tree on the cover? No. I promised someone I would read this before the end of the year, and there's no tree on the cover. I do need a romance. It has been a while since I've read a romance. Oh. Okay. Oh, you know what? I should check my TBR cart first, because these are all, I pulled out all the seasonal reads. And I just finished a cozy mystery. I'm getting ready to read a romance because that is my next book club book. That's actually this one, The Rewrite, which does not have a tree on the cover. So let's see what else we have. Do you have trees on the cover? No tree on the cover. This is also for a book club. No tree on the cover. This is a chunker, has 1 tree on the cover. I might save this more for the winter themed things. Has mistletoe on the cover, not quite. Saving that one. I mean, there's part of a tree there if I wanted to go mystery. saving that. I mean, and then obvious Christmas tree. So I have 2 here on this that fit the theme. Do I have anything else that screams holidays and trees? Nope. Nope. So these are the 2 I'm choosing from. Okay, so I'm reading I'm gonna go with Everyone Has a Secret. Everyone this Christmas has a secret. It'll be the first Christmas book I'm reading of the year. It's short. It's cozy mystery. Having just read a cozy mystery, and I have literary fiction and nonfiction already on the TBR. It has a little bit of a tree here. So for the tree prompt, which I'll put up here and circle what I've got on my TBR to see if I'm anywhere near a bingo. Nope. Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret by Benjamin Stevenson. So I've got 3 books plus book club, which meets next week, so that's priority. 3 books to tackle before I draw again. I'm going to at least get 2 of these read before the end of the month. But that's it. So that's where I've been. That is a little bit about my new reading buddy. And my reading challenge. I hope you will join us on Storygraph, if not for this challenge. I'm getting ready to launch our big store. My store hosts a big Storygraph challenge every year. We're calling this one Avoid the Dumpster Fire and Read Your TBR. And it's going to have 30 prompts total to get through the year. So again, it's not a huge one. And I'll be doing the same thing. I'll be drawing prompts from my TBR jar once that is out. But have a great read. Enjoy the season. Hope you'll join us on Storygraph. And we'll see ya.